and ready to match the star. Bill Anderson, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, Ava Gabor, Richard Dawson, and Betty White as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 77. And now here's the star of Match Game 77, Gene Raymond.
All right. Thank you, Johnny Olson, and thank you, Frank. You were late, Bill. Now, we will not tolerate that around here. I saw you sliding into your seat just as the camera came on.
There was a terrible traffic jam on the freeway.
Oh.
And I just got here.
Oh, all right.
Selling his new album, Door to Door. That's why it's late.
I see. Well, good luck with that. Are you ready?
Look how beautiful Charles looks. I love his sweater.
Isn't that beautiful?
See that?
You're eating, Charles. Eating is not allowed on the show.
It's just a little caramel.
Wrong. Excuse me, madam. Would you stand up, please, then?
Get your hand off that fat woman.
One more.
Yes.
Will you speak up? I can't hear you.
That's it. Yes.
I don't
Thank you, Ava. The sweater was made for me by a friend.
Hey,
All right.
come back.
Is it all right, Ollie?
Yes, everything's fine.
Now let's say hello to Kathy Norcup and Gene Jansen. Kathy's won $800. And we just had a chance to meet Jean as the time expired last time and said hello to her. And she says hello. She's understudying Tallulah Bankhead, who had a marvelous voice. You really do sound great. Doesn't she have a great voice? Yeah, beautiful. We'll start this game in a moment or so. Right now, we want to do a little business for the marriage. Here we go. Round one coming up. Gene, it's up to you.
All right, I'd like number B, please. Number B.
Letter B it is. All right. Everything's okay. Selma said, in the early age, I knew my son was going to be a nightclub comic. His first words were blank. All right.
Gee, that's a lot to say.
Well, you know, it could be a phrase or a word or whatever you think. We'll match each other, and here we go. Gene. Selma said, at an early age, I knew my son was going to be a nightclub comic. His first words were...
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How many times a nightclub comic will come out and say thank you before he, goes into his routine? Or, well, we'll see. Maybe somebody said thank you here. An unlikely possibility. I think they probably all went for opening nightclub comedians' lines. What did you say?
Gene's evidently never been in some of the kind of clubs that I play. The ones that I play, they go in early and sweep the teeth, hair, and eyeballs off the floor. You come out and you say, sit down and shut up.
Sit down and shut up. Yes. Very
Bunch of weird places.
Weird indeed, yes.
Good evening, ladies and germs.
That's right. That's another one.
Hello, dummy.
Hello, dummy. Don Rickles opening, yes?
I have perhaps one of the greatest audience pleasers in the history of the show.
Yes.
Funny thing happened to me on the way to the party.
Well, what they're doing, Gene, is giving lines that nightclub comedians would say. Ava, did you think of one?
I not happily, but how could you say thank you before they've done anything? I was just wondering. Anyway.
I asked the questions.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Okay, well, I said stupidly, good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
close to
right.
thank you, but not a match. Richard, what did you say?
Talking of thank yous, take my wife, please.
Take my wife, please. Right. What I'm talking. All right.
Thank you. I wasn't invited to the same party that he was, but a funny thing happened.
A funny thing happened on the way to the... All right. Okay. Funny thing happened on the way to the club tonight. They say that a lot. All those things. Kathy, ready? Here we go. Confucius said, man who talk to blank should have head examined. Man who talk to blank should have head examined.
I'll have 2 egg rolls and a sweet and sour.
I'm sorry, you gotta start with a soup. You want wonton? You want chicken head chop? Wonton?
that again.
That's one wonton. You want chicken head chop? Say that again. You haven't finished.
No, I didn't even start.
Man who talk to blank should have head examined.
Okay. Thank you, darling.
All right. You're a little slow over there. Okay. Confucius say, man who talk to blank or blank should have head examined.
Man who talked to self.
Man who talk to self. Very good. Little girl, come up with good answer. Very smart girl there.
Before I give my answer, can I do just about this much of something I've been wanting to do all week?
Sure.
The other day, I was watching a show in a hotel, and
Yep.
the super match was Blank Anderson.
Yes.
And the only person that said Bill Anderson was that dear, lovely, wonderful Fanny Flagg. Can I blow Fanny Flagg a kiss wherever she's watching?
Oh,
today?
yes,
'Cause she
of course.
said,
She'll love it.
I love you, Fanny. Thank
We
you.
all love Fanny Flagg. That was very sweet.
That was very sweet of her. And to keep the suspense going no longer, self.
Self.
My answer.
There you go, Kathy. One for you. Yes.
No, that's wrong because most people talk to themselves. You're all alone. You scream at the television set. You shout at the radio. You yell at people who are driving by you.
So it's
all
common,
you.
right?
No, sure. I said people talk to statue.
That would be goofy.
Thank you. Did they boo
Their names.
I'm glad you can't hear.
You had 2 curls yesterday. Now you have only 1 on the side.
you? You just died.
No, it's not supposed to be a joke. It's just a fashion announcement.
Yes, right. Man who talked to Wall should have head examined. Wall is not bad. Kathy, you're looking for the man who talked to self should have head examined. What do you say?
Well, I'm just smashing. I said to himself, too.
Oh, there she is. Very good.
I
Absolutely.
can't believe it. I did it.
Very good.
By Jove, she did it. Yeah.
The writers were actually thinking of a Sam Goldwyn quote, who once said, "Any man that talks to a psychiatrist ought to have his head examined."
That's right. I remember that. Any man who
As for
talks to
the
a shrink.
thinkers in the valley. Hippa's answer on the board, I got silent.
How come you didn't even know the word till I wrote it?
Psychiatrist. Okay. That's a good answer. Man who talked to a psychiatrist should have head examined. Don't write me any letters, psychiatrists of America. All right. Now, there we are at the end of round 1, 2-0, favor the champ. Round 2 coming up after this. Here we go. Round 2 coming up. Final round, ladies. Gene, A or B?
Letter B.
B.
Yeah.
You got
Letter
it.
B, letter B.
Don't
That's on my
let a
new album,
flanger on.
Scorpio.
Gloria said, I just bought a genuine human hair blonde wig for $5. And now I know why it was so cheap. My new blonde wig has blank.
My new blonde wig has blank.
Bought it for $5. Genuine blonde human hair wig. Now I know why I got it so cheap. My new blonde wig has blank.
Oh.
Here we go. Gloria said, I just bought a genuine human hair blonde wig for $5. That's a bargain, isn't it? And she says, now I know why it was so cheap. My new blonde wig has
Please.
fleas. Sounds okay to me. You got fleas?
No, I don't have fleas. I have dandruff.
Dandruff.
Been trying to get rid of it for years.
You got fleas or dandruff?
Both.
I can let her talk to you like that.
She thinks she has a series, and it's almost gone to her head. Dandruff.
Dandruff. Getting a lot of dandruff over here, Gene Jansen. What do you say?
Dandruff.
Oh, all right.
Dandruff.
Now where are we?
Fleas,
Well, we got
I
3
like
more to go.
fleas.
Ava, fleas or dandruff?
Well, it wasn't an Eva Gabor wig. Plug.
Oh, yeah.
Dandruff.
Dandruff. Now, you must match the 2 remaining ones to achieve a tie and stay in the game. We're looking for fleas. Get dandruff, so that means Kathy Norcup wins another game. Black Roots, very good. All right. Now, Gene Jansen, what a pleasure to meet you. In a very short time, some gifts will be coming your way. We thank you for being here, and good luck to you, Gene
Thank you.
Jansen. Goodbye. Now, there it is. It's all yours, Kathy. Shall we have another go at it? You got $900 now. Let's see if we can get the big one this time. We polled a studio audience. People, real people like these, who are sitting right here now. almost like these sitting here now. There they are, real people. And we asked them a question. Say, give us your best response to this. Peter blank. Now remember, you know you get $500 if you match their most popular answer. And if you match their second most popular answer, you get $250 and then $100 for the third. And let's see who you call on over here.
The lady with the good idea, Ava.
Ava?
Peter Sellers or Peter...
Only one.
We only want...
Oh, we only want one.
You
Excuse
say
me.
one, and then the two...
Peter Sellers, excuse me.
Yes. Peter Sellers.
Very good, though. Don.
Yes. You're getting the hang of it, Ava.
Everybody
Yeah.
wants me.
Another
or
couple
some-
years and you'll understand the whole
I
thing.
know, I get that.
This, what I'm going to give you is the truth. They had a poll of MCs, the sexiest MC on nighttime television. This rascal here came first. I swear to you, that's the truth.
Well, I think
Isn't that the truth?
that's the truth, yeah.
The gentleman who came second was Peter Marshall.
That's right.
Peter
Yeah.
Marshall, that's my answer.
Peter Marshall is your
Yeah.
answer.
Good thought.
Well, thank you. I'm happy with it.
Oh, Jesus.
One more.
Charles.
Well, gee, thanks.
You have a choice.
No, I got 6 or 7 of them, and these I don't go for too much. I think
You
that...
don't go for that or that? Are
No,
you crazy?
baby.
Oh, he's out of his mind.
Have a meeting. Would you caucus, please, another hour or so?
Peter Pan.
Good answer.
Very good answer, yeah. Okay, so Peter Pan, Peter Sellers, Peter Marshall. Or one of your own, whatever you want to do.
I'll go with Peter Pan.
Peter Pan. You let the audience influence you. They yayed that answer more
I
than
think
any
that's a
others.
good answer.
It is a
That's
good
it,
answer.
sir.
Let's find out if it's up there, and if so, where. Let's begin at the bottom and reveal the $100 response. Peter Piper.
Ate a peck of pickled peppers.
That'll be enough of that there. Do we have Peter Pan under the $250 response? Peter Marshall's up there.
He came second in that poll.
That's right. That's it.
You were number one, Gino.
That's right, Peter. It's some number 2 all the way. He's a
Peter Pan,
splendid
that's
fellow.
it.
I just talked to him recently. Now, listen. If you
Bob.
believe...
Peter Pan.
If you believe...
In fairies.
Earl, are you back there? Earl? Yeah. If you believe in fairies,
Peter
don't
Pan.
come out of the box. Just slide the card. Congratulations. You got another $500. Now, we've got to stop right now. We have to stop right now. Oh. Well, you got a chance to catch your breath and think about it. And in the meantime, watch these messages. Good girl. Here we go again. Third time for Kathy Norcup up here. Are you ready for it?
Yes, sir.
All right. There it is. $500. You're going to play for 10 times that amount or $5,000. And we'll be glad to give you the money, but you've got to match one celebrity exactly.
Go with someone else if
No,
you
no,
feel
no,
good
only
vibes.
you.
know, you must...
It's entirely up to you. Your decision.
She's worse than a judge at the Miss America. I mean, I feel like I'm in a police line up here.
Wait a minute.
I mean, a shifty eye.
She's a very thoughtful, precise
Yes.
lady here, and she wants to make up her mind.
There should be drums under this.
May we have a roll of drums, please?
Richard.
Come on, now.
Okay.
We've got
Now,
to win.
stand on the blue spot there, and here we go. Worth $5,000. Get your mental telepathy going over to Richard. Here it is. Saltwater blank. Saltwater blank. Now, Kathy, he's finished. If you give us the answer that matches his, we give you the $5,000. It's that simple. Good luck to you. Saltwater blank.
Taffy.
Taffy. What? She says taffy, Richard, for $5,000. What do you
Should
say?
have gone on with someone. I'm sorry. Oh, I wrote it.
Oh, you wrote taffy. Now you got $6,400. That's a very happy woman up here. Very happy woman. And she's going to meet another player right now. If you're ready, let's welcome Charles Weissenberg. What do you say?
What do you say?
Okay, my dear. Well, did I say your name correctly?
Weissenberg.
Weissenberg.
Right.
I said it incorrectly.
A little bit.
Charles Weissenberg.
Right.
I love your oil. Anyway, Charles, where are you from?
I'm from Fulton, Illinois. That's my mailing address.
Yeah.
But I live smack dab on the Mississippi River.
Yeah.
And I got a big John boat. And I quit working over a year ago, and I'm a fisherman. And I got my sweet little wife here with me out in the crowd.
Wait a minute. I'm having a little difficulty understanding. You said you got your 3 little wives with you?
Wait a minute now. No, I said sweet little wife.
Sweet little wives.
Yeah,
yes.
now let's start all over again.
No, I just want to find out, what kind of boat did you say you had?
John boat. You know what a John boat is?
A John boat is?
Yeah, do you know
So
what
it must be a boat with a big John in it, I suppose.
No. A John boat is a boat that's squared both ends.
Aren't we all? Yes. Why don't we just go on here, because what? There we go. There's square at both ends. Now, Charles Weissenberg, you may have A or B.
I'll take B.
You want B?
Sure.
From Fulton, Illinois, eh?
That's right.
That's your mailing address, right? You're not giving us your real address. Don't give your real name.
No, they won't.
Okay. On the far-off island, where all the people look like shoes, Elliot was angry because his daughter snuck off with a blank. I know it's complicated.
Snuck off.
Oh, read that one again.
On the far-off island where all the people look like shoes.
The people look like shoes.
The people look like shoes. Elliot was angry because his daughter snuck off with a blank.
I think they...
Kathy, there's a souvenir card for you, signed by all of those characters over there that won you the money. We're waiting for 2 of them to finish, and then we'll call on Charles.
Ava is this is her first visit here.
Yes.
She finishes long before certain people.
You're very good.
I won't
I
mention
don't know what
Brett
I'm
and Charles.
doing. She's very
Neither
good
do
at
the rest
what?
of us, sir. Now, on the far-off island where all the people look like shoes, Elliot was angry because his daughter snuck off with a blank. See, all the people look like shoes.
Right.
So far, you're with me.
I'm now up to there.
All right. Then this fella Elliot, he got very angry because his daughter snuck off with a blank. Snuck off with a blank.
No.
Would you like to read it yourself?
Yeah.
You want to read it out loud?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Maybe that'll help you. Go ahead, read it out loud. Read it out loud. You want to read it
I'll
out?
just say with a duck.
With a duck.
Right.
All right. He said a duck.
There are no ducks there.
What do you say, Bill? There's one really terrific answer to this, Charles.
I know now.
As we'll find out in a moment. It was not the answer you gave us. Go.
I was so prepared to like him. I was going to be your interpreter.
I like him.
'Cause I speak Southern like you do, Charles. You like country music, Charles?
Man, yeah.
Well, then why didn't you say heel? Because I was trying to help you.
Snuck off with a heel. There is an even and better one. Let's see if she's got it.
No, I don't have it, I don't think. But I thought possibly it was it. I said a patent leather dancing pump.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Yes.
Heel.
Heel. The 2 heels, 1 patent leather dancing. The terrific answer has not come up yet, Charles.
Look at
I'll
this.
tell you when.
Great answer.
Great answer. What do you
Snuck off with
Snuck
a-
off
I
with
think he
a...
snuck off with a sneaker.
Let me see. Snuck off. That's the answer. What do you got there?
Sneaker.
Sneaker. Heel. All right, lots of heels and 2 sneakers. All right, thank you. There's yours. And now this, especially for you. Join us next time for Match Game 77. I am Gene Rayburn. What do you think of that?
Get ready to match the stars. George Kennedy, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley. From Barnaby Jones, Lee Merriweather. Richard Dawson. And from the Betty White Show, Betty White, as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 77. And now, here's the star of Match Game 77, Gene Rayburn.
Well, it's fun and games time. Are you all ready for fun and games?
Yes, not that
Anything I can do for anyone else?
I already gave.
Oh, all right. Let's say hello to our two players, David Zive and Nancy Reister. Current champ is David Zive. He has a total of $7,500 on the credit side of the ledger. And now he's going to be challenged by this lady whom we are meeting for the first time. We welcome you, Nancy.
Hi.
Where are you from?
I'm from California. I lived here all my life. I'm now living in Santa Monica. Where
I didn't hear the first thing you said.
I said I lived here in California all my life.
Oh, you've lived here all your
Right.
life? Oh, yes.
And I'm now living in Santa Monica, where I'm a waitress. And I was attending Cerritos College, where I was going to be an airline stewardess.
An airline stewardess?
Uh-huh.
You're still going to do that?
I still want to, yes.
Okay, good luck in that venture, and
Thank
good luck
you.
here, too. We'll start this game right after we do a little business with America. So don't go away, Nancy. I want you to hang around. Watch this. I'm ready. Now, let's begin. Here we go. Nancy, you may have A or B.
B, please.
B it is. New game. Michael the Eye Doctor gives the world's most difficult eye test. That's because his eye chart is written in blank. Michael the Eye Doctor gives the world's most difficult eye test, and that's because his eye chart is written in blank. Okay. Are you thinking about this one?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here we go. Michael the Eye Doctor gives the world's most difficult eye test, and that's because his eye charts are written in blank.
Chinese.
Chinese. It would be very difficult for me, I'll tell you that. What do you say, George?
No, I had them written in this.
In what? Invisible ink. Invisible ink. Are these yours?
Yeah.
Oh, very interesting. Very interesting. Hello, Charles.
Who am I? Just right. I said written in Braille.
Braille. Oh, that's the answer. So we have invisible ink and Braille so far. What do you say?
Oh,
you. Okay, fella, what do you say?
Mine you'd have to read backwards, I believe.
Arabic is her answer. We have some very interesting answers here, don't we, George?
What, miss? Braille.
A Braille. The answer she wants is Chinese.
I guess Sanskrit isn't a match.
Sanskrit is
No.
close, but not a match.
match.
I'm getting dizzy. Thank you, anyway.
That's all right.
Here they are. Here, there's my hand.
Thank you very
Okay, there you go. Now, David, we have one of equal difficulty for you in the first round, and yours reads as follows. Gloria said, "My boyfriend, Tough Tony, is really tough." A little half-hearted there. Should give him another chance? Okay. Gloria said, "My boyfriend, Tough Tony, is really tough." Okay, you got the job. On Valentine's Day, to show he really loved me, Tough Tony carved my name on his blank. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Everybody finish? You finish? All right. Okay, David. Gloria said my boyfriend Tough Tony is really tough. On Valentine's Day, to show he really loved me, Tough Tony carved my name on his blank.
His gun.
His gun. He's having one of his lapses again. You may have a chance, Nancy. What'd you say, George?
I said he carved it on his heart.
Right. Huh. Good answer. Brett?
Or, if you will, chest.
Chest, another good answer. What's it say there in the paper?
It says Miss Pomerantz is going to marry a non-medical student who has short hair.
I see.
And no mustache.
Uh-huh.
In 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
I was going to say half-sister Angelina for a laugh, but I tried to match. I said chest.
Chest. Doesn't match gun. David is looking for a gun, Lee. He wants a gun.
I'm sorry, David. I went with chest also.
Really?
Yes.
Richard?
Yes, I did.
Let's see it.
Bicep.
Bicep. Betty, show us your carving. Show us your tattoo. Show us your gun.
Show us your heart.
Show us your heart. Okay, so there you are. The end of round 1 scores 1-0 favor of the challenger, Nancy Reister. Round 2 coming up after this. Here we go. Now, Nancy, you may have A or B.
B.
B. She wants a B.
She wants a bee.
All the people in Central Park ran for cover after Jack fed blank to the pigeons.
Oh, got it.
All the people in Central Park ran for cover after Jack fed blank to the pigeons.
Gotcha.
Use trade names?
If you wish, but we can't talk about it because it may mislead some of the players.
Sure.
Hello, Nancy. You remember me?
Yes.
I'm the one who walks back and forth here. All the people in Central Park ran for cover after Jack fed blank to the pigeons.
Beans?
Beans. I didn't know they ate beans. Did you, George?
No, I had that one, and I had another one, and I took prunes.
Prunes. Okay.
I thought, I can't go into it. I said prunes.
Okay. 2 of those so
It
far.
was a very gala occasion, the opening of the Central Park Jetport. Baked bean.
Baked bean. You weren't supposed to play, but you played anyway. And you matched her twice. Hello, Lee.
You think after almost 5 years it's getting to me?
No, Chuck, it's getting to me. Because it's... Yes, ma'am.
Well, I think I'd be the buckshot.
Buckshot. Okay. All the people in Central Park ran for cover after Jack fed beans to the pigeons. Richard?
Buckshot is not a bad answer. Richard?
I might watch her stop till she's passed on. Prunes.
Prunes. Got a lot of those here, Nancy. Lots of prunes. Show us your prunes, honey. I know you got them. Don't lie to me.
Animal lover that I am, I can take no blame for this answer because I stole it and copied it from Richard. Prunes.
Okay. So there you are. Now, again, David. There you go. 1 to tie, 2 to win. When Horrible Hannah goes to the shoe store, the salesmen take precautions. Before they wait on Horrible Hannah, they put on blanks.
Once Paul.
You weren't listening,
I
Ron.
did. I already had my answer.
Oh, you have. When Horrible Hannah went to the shoe store, the salesmen take precautions before they wait on Horrible Hannah. They put on blanks.
It's wrong, but I had it.
Horrible Hannah.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Yes. David, have you been thinking about this, and are you ready for it? I'll read it slowly while he's writing. When Horrible Hannah goes to the shoe store, the salesmen take precautions. Before they wait on Horrible Hannah, they put on blanks.
Nose plugs.
Nose plugs. Nancy, hang in there. Now look at those 6 people there. Would any one of them say nose plugs? Nose plugs. Those are things you buy in drugstores. Oh, that's right. Swimmers use those, don't they? George, he's looking for nose plugs.
Came pretty close. A gas mask.
Gas mask is a good answer. What do you say?
But no, darling, you see, because that would have to do with Bill. But horrible hand implies that she doesn't look too good, right? So I said blindfolds.
Blindfolds.
That's wrong.
Yes, you didn't quite understand, but it's all right. Horrible Hannah.
Not
Chuck?
only wrong, it stinks. Gas mask.
Gas mask. He's looking for nose plugs. David, you got to get a nose plug along the line somewhere here to achieve a tie. Lee, what do you say? Before they wait on Horrible Hannah, they put on nose plugs.
Well, it was a shoe and they had to touch her. I thought surgical gloves.
Surgical gloves. Another interesting response.
Sugical gloves.
Yes. You can't spell either. Huh?
I know.
And you, sir?
I have to be in Sugary in a minute, so I have to say gas mask.
Gas mask. He must match Betty to stay in the game and achieve a tie. Let's see what happens.
We must have a new person writing the questions. It's one of the aristocrats, I think. You know?
Yes,
Real
right.
tasty gig.
Right, wonderful
gas
stuff.
mask.
Gas mask. Okay, that means Nancy Reister wins the game. Well, sir, you've been here a long time. It was a pleasure meeting you, and I'm glad you won a lot of money. You got $7,500 and our best wishes.
That's right.
Good. Come on, David. All right, a way to go at it. That's all for you, Nancy. You could win a lot of money here. Let's see how it turns out. Not too long ago, we polled the studio audience in this very room, probably, and we said, please write down your best answer to this. Hooray for blank. Hooray for blank. Now, if you match the answer that they gave us most frequently, we give you $500. If you match the answer they gave us second most frequently, we give you $250. You sure have pretty teeth. And if you match the answer they gave us third most popular style there, you get $100. And 3 of the 6 are permitted to assist.
Richard, please.
Hooray for Hollywood.
Hooray for Hollywood, he said. Betty? Betty, you got one.
Hooray for Hollywood. I'm going to say it too. Hooray for our side.
Hooray for our side. That's a good one. Okay, you got 2 good ones now.
And Brad.
What are you whispering about over there?
Nothing.
Just whispering.
Discussing world events.
All right.
Hooray for the red, white, and blue!
So there they are. Hooray for the red, white, and blue. Hooray for Hollywood. And hooray for our side.
Hooray for Hollywood.
Is that the one you want? Okay. Let's see if we get Hollywood under the $100 response. Hooray for America.
That's a match.
I heard him.
Okay. That's interesting. Didn't think of that, but it's a good idea. May we see the $250 response? Hooray for me. So far, you got nothing that the celebrities gave you, and I thought their answers were pretty good myself. Had a bunch of communists in here that day. I don't know what this is all about. May we see the big one, please? Oh, you got it! Very good. Yeah, you picked up another $500. Got a total of $600, and you're going to play for $5,000 now. You ready for that?
Yes.
You know what you have to do to get that? You got to match one celebrity. Now, this has to be exact.
Richard.
Okay, here we go. Good luck to you, my dear. Nancy, think carefully now. Get your ESP flowing over to what's his name there, and let's see how it turns out. Department blank. Department blank. Okay, Nancy, give us the answer that Richard has written on the card, and we give you $5,000. Department
Store.
store. They're with you. They think you got it. Well, we'll find out right now from Richard if you do get the $5,000 or if you don't.
I'm sorry, with the drought and everything, I thought of the...
Oh, Department of Water?
No, of store.
The store. We got Anyway, while she's celebrating her victory, we want you to watch these messages. Here we are. What do you say we all briskly applaud Mr. Mac McGinnis here? We welcome you, Mac. How many people did you bring with you?
The whole crew.
The whole crew? What, about 5 or 7 people there?
About 5 or 6,
Yeah.
I think it is.
Where are you from, Mac?
Chino, California.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you do?
I'm an elementary school counselor.
An elementary school counselor.
Right. Mm-hmm.
What does that mean? You say to the students, don't do that no more?
No, I have a big bat, and I correct their behavior.
A big bat? Bing.
No, really, I sit down and talk with the kids and try and point out some of their mistakes in behavior and offer alternatives.
You look like a very simpatico person who could do that very well to me. Good luck to you here.
Thank you.
I think it's wonderful work you do. You may have A or B, Mac.
I'll take B.
B it is. Here we go.
Well, let me explain where you went wrong by choosing B. That's what he does with students, doesn't he?
That's right. Yes. See?
You'll hear when he reads it. And I'll explain to you the other choices you have.
Vito said this. Last week we had a Godfather's convention. At our convention, instead of throwing water balloons out the window, we threw blank.
Vito said that.
Yeah, last week we had a Godfather's convention, you see. Instead of throwing toy balloons out the window, like they do in most conventions, you know, when the Shriners are in town and all that, they throw toy balloons filled with water out the windows and all that. Well, we don't do that here at the Godfather's convention. We threw blank out the window.
Yeah.
Got the idea? It's as plain as I can talk,
They're
Chuck.
throwing water balloons. Water balloons out of the window.
Right.
We throw...
All right. Good. Now we come back to Mr. Mac McGinnis.
Wait a minute, he hasn't finished yet.
Not quite, eh? All right. Close enough, Chuck. I'll read it slowly while he's finishing up. Vito said last week we had a Godfather's convention. At our convention, instead of throwing water balloons out the window, we threw blank.
We threw our wives out the window.
We threw our wives out the window. Godfathers don't do that because they got respect for the family, you see. All right.
That's where you went wrong.
That's where you went wrong, right.
You come in after school tomorrow and have a chat.
A wife is a people.
People. Now, people is a general answer and probably the definitive answer, George. People. What do you say?
Oh, I suppose. Bodies.
Bodies? Yeah, same thing.
Sicilian gravy balloons.
Sicilian gravy sauce balloons.
Yes, Sicilian... They don't say sauce, they say gravy.
Yeah, il siciliano
Sì.
diga gravy.
Gravy,
Right,
sì.
okay.
Grazie.
Okay, prego. Vito said last week we had a Godfather's convention. Instead of throwing water balloons out the window, we threw what? What do you say, lady? Speak up.
Again,
Don't be shy.
I'm embarrassed by my answer.
You got a
but
rotten answer, lady.
Well, no, it
Okay.
was...
Okay.
It was... No, it was... Richard... No, it...
I said, I have none of that stuff
It
down
was
here
the-
because we got
it
what?
was the scene in the movie that I was most frightened by.
Yes.
Dead horses.
Dead horses. Instead of throwing water balloons out the window, we threw dead horses out the window. Okay?
I'm sorry.
Richard, what do you say to that?
You're a wonderful human being.
Yes.
Bodies.
Bodies. And you?
I must not have understood the question because I thought water balloons or water beds.
Water bed.
Think about it.
Yes.
Understand the
Okay. Okay, so there we are. That's your round wonder. You'll be along in a moment. Right now, we've got this for you, and then you hurry back. I'm sorry, we don't have time to continue this game at this moment. We will, however, next time we get together, and we'll look forward to seeing both of you then. Okay?
Fantastic.
Okay. And we'll look forward to seeing you, too. You must come back and fulfill the terms and conditions of the contract.
Do we
I
have
haven't told you everything you have to do yet, but I'll tell you a little bit
One
later.
thing you gotta do.
What is that?
You gotta watch Betty White's new show every
Betty White
Monday.
Show, Mondays, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Right, so join us next time for Match Game 77. Gene Raven here. Goodbye.